What is up, everybody? Afro sends you, and I'm bringing you guys the top 5 things I like with the Naruto Revolutions demo. I'm doing this for everybody who subscribed to me for my Naruto content. I really didn't want to post anything about a demo because, granted, it's not the full game, but you know what? I'm gonna do it for y'all because I love y'all. But I'm doing something different because I've noticed there's a lot of negative talk about the game, period. And I feel like the game is not really that bad at all, actually. It's just something, it's a learning curve game for all the competitive veteran players out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta accept change, you know what I'm saying? If you don't accept change and expect to have the same thing over and over, then you just should go play Call of Duty, because I don't want that. I know a lot of other people don't want that as well, so, you know, we ain't having it. I put my foot down. The heck? But I'm gonna get right into it. Pretty much right off the bat, one of the first things that I like that pops out to me about the game, and probably to a lot of you guys as well who played the demo, is the pacing of it. The game is really fast paced, and it is really fluid in the sense that if you mess up, you're gonna be punished really fast. Like, the dashing's fast, the combos for the most part of all the characters that we played with in the demo are really fast, and it just leads for just a really fast game. Fights are really quick. They don't last as long as it did in Storm 3. It's just, I think it was done correctly in the form of going in the way of a competitive game. And that is the goal that CC2 was trying to accomplish for Revolutions. And I feel like it is going in that direction with the pacing alone, in my opinion. At first, it did take a little bit of a minute to get used to because it was really fast. But, you know, once you get used to it, you'll grow to like it. Like, it grows on you really quick, you know, once you can kind of catch when you can kind of tell something about the dash on you, yada yada yada. And yeah, another great feature that I feel they added into the game was how they keep track of your wins and losses on rank battles. So I'm gonna put it up real quick so you can kind of see what I'm talking about while I'm talking about it. To the left on the top, that's all the fights you've been in as a whole. To the right of that, that's all the wins you've got. So before, how they had it was, you know, all the fights, all your wins, and all your losses. But instead of doing that, now they have it so they average your wins and all your fights together to a percentage of how likely you are to win the fight. Granted, if you, like, you know, leave in the middle of the fight, as we call rage quitting, it doesn't count as a loss, but, you know, they still keep track of that. Hopefully they have it how they had it in Storm 3, and once you rage quit, the mark stays there for as long as you play the game on that certain account. But yeah, that's an awesome feature. I feel like it'll be good to see who's really good and who's really not. So I guess now you can kind of really see who's a noob and, you know, who's more experienced. So I feel like that's cool from separating the packs, I guess you could say. So another feature that's been added in, but not into this demo, but it's going to be added into the full game, is that they are bringing back replays. Officially, it's been announced within Saiyan Island to the Japanese Expo that they are bringing them back. So how it worked before, hopefully it works the same way, because I liked it how it was. With let's say you're fighting in a rank battle, you have a good fight, you just whoop the dude's ass, you want to save that fight, upload it. At the end of the fight, you'll have an option to save it, and if you want to, you can upload it onto, like, you know, a leaderboard of other people when they upload their fights, and you can just kind of watch your friends' fights, they can watch yours, yada yada yada. I just feel like this is a social aspect to the game that was taken away previously, that was really not needed to be taken away. It was a great feature. It brought a lot of people together as a community and what have you. Now, the fourth thing they brought to the game that is just really awesome, it's not really, this one's not really so much of a feature, but it's more on the lines of just like an overall type of thing. And this really just feels like a new game in general. Like, from playing Generations to Storm 3, they just felt so similar. I felt like they were just doing like a Call of Duty thing. And Storm 3 was a huge downgrade from Generations at that. Now, this game as a whole is just like, it's all new. Like, it's a new feeling to me, at least. Like, that's why I feel like also a lot of people dislike the game, because just how it feels. It just does not feel the same. It really takes some getting used to for the veterans of the Storm community that have been playing it for a long time, because it just changes everything up. And I believe change is not necessarily a bad thing in this case, because everything that was changed is good, you know. Like, they made a countering system in the way of pretty much being able to fight every type of fighter. They made it so, like, jutsu, you can cancel out of jutsus, so when you're, like, if you're doing a jutsu, you can stop it midway or what have you, just because they kind of seen that we like to do that, I'm guessing, you know. I feel like they did a lot based on how we play the game. And I feel that's really awesome because a lot of game companies don't really take the effort to, look into or maybe listen to the whole competitive side of their game, because they make it more for the fans' sake. But the fact that they're doing it for us is just really cool to me. Granted, they want the game to be seen into a more competitive light for maybe their own means and their own goals, but the fact that they came this far with it, to me, is just really awesome. Because before, I used to always think the company CC2 that makes the game was really lacking, but with this game I'm really impressed with the end result of what we got. Now, the final thing that I really love to add it in with the game as a whole is just how fluid it is. Like, the game feels so smooth to me. Like, I guess it kind of blends in with how I'm saying how fast paced it is. But even though it is fast paced, once you get used to it, you see the game meshes well. Like, in regards of those who just play the game, like, it's really easy to pick up and play. Like, how they made the game, the system of how you fight is they made it so it's like, even if you just play, it's not that hard to learn how to play on a competitive level. So, like, comment, subscribe. I hope this review maybe turned your heads to those of you that are kind of iffy about the game as a whole. Please share your comments, like what you think of it if you played it yourself. If you disagree with what I'm saying at certain parts, or if you feel like you do agree, or what have you. Let's just get a conversation about it, because I feel like it's really awesome.